Am I fishing or am I hunting? That's the question. That's what I'm gonna find out here shortly, and ideally I'll be doing a little of both. I'm in on a trout stream right now that I hiked to, and this is all public land, and it's kind of going along a field. It's September 2nd, happy Labor Day, I guess, by the way, which means it is morning dove season, early dove season. So I got the 12 gauge with me with some dove loads, and if any bird is silly enough to fly past this stream while I'm trout fishing, I'm gonna be dropping the rod, grabbing the gun. Hopefully we put together a unique little outing here of trout and mourning dove. Be fun to take back a trout, grill that up side by side next to a dove on the grill. So enough of me talking. I'm gonna probably not talk a whole lot, just listen for doves while I'm fishing. It's bright sun too, so I gotta be kind of sneaky, not to scare the trout. I'm gonna try keeping it simple as I can here with just a piece of night crawler. This is just a tiny little trout stream. Not quite sure what to expect. Shoot. I think I just spooked one out of here. That'll do a good job of scaring the trout. Got two little streams coming together right here. And my first fish. Oh man, right as I was saying that, I knew this was going to be a good looking spot. Come here, trout. Oh, nice. It's a pretty brown trout right there. Probably about 8 inches, I don't know. Oh, I wish those were doves. That is unfortunate. This fish swallowed the hook. Ah, that's a bummer. I normally fish barbless hooks, but because there's no size limit on this stream and he swallowed it, I don't want this fish to go to waste, so I am going to keep this fish. I didn't really want to keep one right away, unless if I actually shoot a dove, but I'll do it. There's a trout right there. Nice one too. Dang. This looks like a pretty... No! I say it did look like a pretty impressive spot until I cast it on a tree. Gotta recast that. Got a nice little undercut into that grass right now. No trout though, interesting. Thought for sure I'd get one out of this pool. There's a nice little log here to put the GoPro. I'll set it down and show you more of my setup. So here's a good opportunity to set the GoPro down on this log and show you a little bit more of my setup here and what I actually look like walking around right now. Just got the little ultralight fishing rod, but then how I'm able to do this, got the Franke 12 gauge, and I'm using that. Actually, I'm putting that over this shoulder also. This pack that I have is actually my duck hunting pack. It's the Sitka one, and it's nice, a sling style, so my shooting shoulder is free of any straps. But these waders is what I'm really excited about. I just got these waders. I took them out of the packaging. This is the brand name. I'll link them in the description if you're interested. But I've always wanted a pair of these waders where there's no straps. They're just pant waders. It's like putting on a pair of pants. I've got my belt right here, and this is as far as it goes. So obviously, opposed to chest waders, I can't go in water any deeper than this. But for this type of stream, like a small little trout stream, skinny water, which I fish a lot, that's all I need. And as a result, they're so much cooler. I'm more breathable above the waist. I just can move better. I don't have other straps hanging on here, which is huge, especially when I'm wearing a backpack and got a gun slinged over it. Like if I had straps up there, I feel like it would just be way too much. So really liking these so far, and that's all I'm doing is just kind of putzing around on this stream. I don't know a whole lot about doves, if I'm being completely honest. Like, I think they are supposed to come back to water in the morning. It's like 10 o'clock in the morning, so maybe they woke up and they went and hit a field right away. I don't really know, but yeah. Walked through a bunch of pickers on the way down to this stream. Not by design, but I kind of had to, and these waders held up great. It says they're like 3-layer reinforced, you know, super abrasion resistant, so it's good to know I don't have any leaks yet. Anyway, I'm gonna keep fishing. There's a really nice pool right there, so hopefully get a... Oh, that blackbird looked awfully tasty. I should check how fast I could even, if needed to. That's the problem with how I have my gun right there. I'm hoping to get a couple flying around. This pool, there's gotta be a trout in it. I'm standing real far back. To make sure I don't spook them. And I just like to watch my line, and I'm just looking to see if my line takes off. Like that. And by watching that line closely, I ensure they don't swallow it again like the last one. Little boys. Any true trout fisherman though still appreciates the beauty of these fish regardless of how big they are. I don't even want to throw them that far. Here you go, pal. That was a little nicer. Three fish out of this pool now. I could keep that one with the other one, but I'm only gonna really keep the fish that can't release. Like if they swallow it too deep. Let's see if we can get 4 in this pool. Oh, that's probably all she wrote in that one. Oh, dang. I flipped it right here and watched him come out and grab it. Maybe he'll do it again. He did it again. Oh my gosh. Maybe I shouldn't be setting the hook like I'm fishing 10-pound largemouth. Third time's a charm here. Let's see. No, my luck has ran out. They're hanging right underneath this thing. Oh boy, this looks juicy. Even if I don't see any doves right along the stream on the way back to get back to the vehicle, I'm gonna walk this back kind of on land and really just focus on the dove aspect of it. Obviously I would have liked to see a couple by now, but I'm not ruling out them still coming back to this. Man, this is interesting habitat. All these downed trees in here. It's kind of why I decided to fish the worm instead of a spinner, just because you gotta kind of drift it into certain areas. You can't just cast it super easily. Like right here, I'm flipping it over this tree, letting it fall down in there. Got one. It's not small. Oh boy. Look at that. Look at that, guys. As I was just talking about how it's hard to fish a spinner, this beautiful trout came out and hit it. I know the goal was to have some for dinner, but I gotta let that thing go. That's just a thing of beauty. Wow. It was a really quick release. That thing was too pretty to keep, man. That was awesome though. Flipped it in here and just let the current drift it down into all this stuff. Obviously I risk a snag when I do that, but gives me the opportunity to catch a beautiful brown trout like I just did. I love this. I mean, look around. This is what it's all about. For those of you guys that follow the channel, you know that I love doing anything like this. If there's a season on something or anything to do outdoors, chances are I've done it. Hence why I'm walking around doing this with a shotgun, but just adds a little bonus to it. That was fun though. I can see the trout I just let go. Went right into that pool. I could really go for some bug spray right about now, that's for sure. Gnats are just nipping all over me. Oh, that thing came out and slammed it. Watched him bite it. That one somehow managed to swallow it a little bit, so I'm also going to put him in here and at least have enough for a meal for Rachel and I. I'm still optimistic about getting those trout, or those doves, I mean. It seems impossible for there to not be a trout right in this run here. I stand correct. Another one. Better one too. Hey fish. What a specimen. I adore these trout. Just a beautiful shaded spot. And as I would have guessed, there's trout in it. Easy. Look at this pool. Just an awesome pool. There we go. Got a nibble. Man, bunch of fish in here, but they are not big ones. It's great to see though for this fishery. This is actually a spot that last spring a friend of mine told me, who trout fishes a lot in this area, there was beavers in this stream, and he told me I needed to come out and trap the beavers for him because the beaver dams were ruining the trout habitat. And I did that, and this spring, this fall now, the beaver dams have gotten washed out because I caught like 3 or 4 beavers out of here. And as a result, the trout fishing, you can tell, is definitely better. The water flow is increased, more oxygen in the water, stays cooler. So that's a really good thing to see. He'll be excited when I tell him.